Welcome guys to our new channel. Welcome to the African Visionaries, our YouTube channel where we are going to explore everything about our African continent. Here we are talking about what is going on in our mother continent, Africa, is what we are going to learn together to keep looking forward so that we can try to help our mentality so that we can try to heal ourselves. Guys, if you are new here on our YouTube channel, African Visionaries, don't forget to subscribe, share, and comment. Hit the button of like, subscribe also so that we can make our family bigger, so that we can keep exploring our information, our news, our history, our culture, everything what is happening in our mother continent, Africa. Guys, when we talk about the history, history used to regain. History, it takes the decade and decade or centuries, but one of the day it will regain, it will return to the initials. For example, if we talk about slavery, guys, remember that our African hero and grandfather and grandfathers are the one who started to use, are the one who teach the world what is slavery. Because you remember when you read the history in the Bible, you will get when the Israelis, Arabs was migrating to Africa, in Egypt, in Ethiopia, somewhere there in Tunisia, in Morocco, they was migrating people from Europe, and they was used by our grandfather. It's just why even now Europe, Israel, and America, they will never forget what happened to their grandfathers in years ago. For example, African empire, we have Egyptian empire, we have Malian empire, we have this empire, other empires, small like Shaka Zulu, the Zulu empire. We have Congolese empire, we have Chad, Cameroon empire. But all this history, no one will never talk about, because they tried to hide our history so that we cannot discover what is going on, we cannot knowing what is really happening with our ancestors. So today we have a history with this. Philando Ndwandwe was a South African brave woman who was fighting apartheid at the time of these white people enters in South Africa and tried to manipulate and torturing South African people. But this brave woman was handling the gun and tried to fight for freedom. So the history which we are talking today, it regained today in Congo. What is happening in Congo today, for sure, if guys take a look at Congo, you will be full of tears. Tears will come down until will never stop. Congo, it appears another woman who is fighting like this Pilandwande, the South African brave woman who was fighting for freedom. So today, if you look at what is happening in Congo, guys, I think Africa will have to try to see if we can liberate ourselves, because this is unacceptable. What is happening is so painful, is so painful, is so painful, is so painful. The brave woman who is fighting with the child in her back is here, the Congolese woman who is fighting for freedom, to try that if they can free Congo from 1885, when King Leopold came in Congo and killed 18 million of Congolese, which will never be written in the history. All of the world now is quiet, but once you come on Jewish who has been killed in Germany with Hitler, but they will keep talking about that in the way which they will never stop. Guys, in Congo, there is things which are happening, unbelievable, which are happening. You cannot believe that who are doing this are really human beings or they are animals. So today we have top stories. We have top stories. We have Bobi Wine in Uganda escaped assassination while his two bodyguards was killed by Ugandan defense forces. Number two, France planning to attack Niger of restoring the Mr. Mohamed Bazoum to return him on the power. DRC Congo, DRC Congo now, 5 soldiers were been captured. 5 white soldiers were been captured. I think these soldiers, they are from in NATO countries, because maybe from France. Maybe these 5 soldiers, they are from in France. They was captured by Wazalendo. Wazalendo is a patriotic soldiers of Congo right now currently, who are fighting for their country, for their own soil, for their own country, so that they can liberate the country from RDF rebels. RDF rebels is Rwandan soldiers forces who are being rebels in Congo. This one will explore it as it is, because these Rwandan soldiers, they became rebels in Congo after 30 years of killing Congolese and taking the resources of Congo and manipulating the people, torturing Congolese. So on 4th December is where Rwandese government went to sign in Washington to make peace with Congo. Significant means that the Rwandese government, Rwandese soldiers are the ones who are causing problems in Congo, who are making problem, who are creating conflict and killing people in Congo. It's just why these 5 white soldiers was captured by Wazalendo in Congo, backing these RDF rebels. They was backing these RDF rebels, Rwandese soldiers, who are taking the cities, taking the villages of Congo territories. Uvira is a city which is located on Lake Tanganyika in Congo, confirmed that these RDF soldiers, they have been left the city of Uvira, but this was confirmed by the speaker of the rebels, RDF rebels, who wrote the message to the chief of United Nations, Antonio Guterres, that they are leaving the city of Uvira, so that they are going to leave the MONUSCO there. And this MONUSCO, they have no different with these rebels, because once you check, the one who is giving backup these RDF rebels, these Rwandese soldiers rebels, is NATO. Is NATO are the ones who are giving the weapons, are the ones who are training them, are the ones who are making everything so that Rwanda can take over the land of Congo. So right now, things still in controversial. I think they are not leaving by the time still they are there. Let's see and let's wait. But now Congo government, they have to see what they can do. Yeah. Many Rwandese soldiers were trying to attack in many places in South Kivu in DRC, were neutralized by the Wazalendo and the alliance. Today we have these 4 topics which we are going to talk about. So guys, be with me a little bit. Let us explore this news, what is going on.
Also known as b8j4e. Today is Saturday, the 17th of January 2026, and the time is 9 a.m. in the morning. My wife and I have been under house arrest since the 15th of January when we had elections, and yesterday our house was raided by some police officers together with a number of other unknown individuals in plain clothes. They used ladders to climb over our fence. They cut off our electricity. They cut off our cameras. And they were being assisted by a helicopter that was hovering in the sky of our compound and providing them light as they were doing what they were doing. Amidst that raid, I was able to use my skills and escape my house. But I know they're looking for me. But even if they succeed and get me and do whatever, I want to say this to you, fellow Ugandans. First and foremost, we reject whatever is being declared by Mr. Byabakama, because those so-called results that they're declaring are fake, and they don't in any way reflect what happened at the polling stations or what is at the declaration forms. And therefore, those results, the so-called results, are fake. After arresting almost all our agents, after ballot stuffing, and after shutting off the internet, the regime is trying to once again rig the elections. What happened in the polling station is a completely different story, and we demand that the internet be restored and the rightful declaration forms and tally sheets from the districts are uploaded on the internet so that the people of Uganda can see the rightful results in transparency. We also demand that they hold whatever declaration is going on until the internet is restored and until the people of Uganda can follow up on the results in transparency. We are glad that there are protests, and we encourage the people of Uganda to resist any rigging and resist any effort of subduing their voice. We also want to call upon the media, which has...
Guys, thank you for being with us and listening. This guy here, Bobby Wine, is a candidate of Ugandan electoral elections, which was happening on 15th. Guys, these things which is happening in Uganda, Do never compare like what happened in Tanzania. Are two things different. These things, this Museveni regime are trying to manipulate to show that are the ones who can only rule, only have the power in the government. Is just why is the similar with the things which are happening in Congo, because they are trying to plant, to infiltrate also other leaders who are in their regime, so that they can keep our continent, our region, these African countries under of control of these colonizers. Guys, things are being worse and things are going out. Everyone now have to know what is going on, what is really going on, so that we can try to heal ourselves. Guys, this is a problem of Africa and we have to sort it out very quickly. Special, I'm calling out from this called Generation Z. Generation Z are the ones who are trying to pull themselves that, but even somehow some other, they just go with the wind. They don't dig deeply and ask what is going on about what is happening. I am saying, for example, this Generation Z who was demonstrating in Kenya the time of increasing the tax bread of Kenyan government. Those guys, they was just entering in the street without asking, without checking, without confirming what is really going on. But at the end of the day, they go and these colonizers, they succeed and take over the country of Kenya. You see now, everyone now in Kenya, there is a problem. Nothing changes. Nothing changed, because the people who sponsored that manifestation was the ones who wanted Ruto to go and sign. Was the ones who wanted Ruto to go and sign, because Ruto was trying to unite the continent, was trying to challenge the dollars, was trying to make free visa, to fight for African free trade. You see, it's just why they tried to silence him and pass through in that increased the of bread taxes. So guys, here we have to be careful on these things which is happening in this continent of Africa.
This should be fellow Liberians, this is a warning call to the African Union, the EU, the ECOWAS. I mean, those countries in Africa and the leadership. What is happening in Uganda is unbelievable. This is undemocracy. We should not sit and watch Museveni treating, opposition in this form and manner. See how these people are treated. These are Ugandans, for heaven's sake. Why will you treat them like this? Why, if Museveni lost the election, what become of the police? What become of the army? They should stop. Look at this. Look at the former minor. They are treating peaceful Ugandan citizens. This is unbelievable. Although I'm a Liberian, but I cannot sit as an African and watch my fellow brothers and sisters being treated in a formal manner. This should be fellow Liberians, this is a warning call to the African Union.
Guys, honestly, we have to look forward, and we have also to know what is really going on. And on second content, I will try to explain, I will try to teach everyone, I will try to bring the fact which is really going on in this East African region, because many people, they just hear that people are killing each other, people are getting tortured, people are getting manipulated without knowing what is the real source, where it is came from, where is the real source, where it came from. People, we have to know what is really going on. Here now we are in Sahel. We are going Sahel, where the France are planning to attack Niger so that they can restore their president, their puppet, Mohamed Bazoum, who have been working for France for decades and decades. Now France is trying to meet with neighboring countries, Nigeria and Benin, so that they can send this group of the rebels in Niger to destabilize the country and make sure that Mohamed Bazoum is coming back to the power. The plan is planned that they will first kidnap the student of Nigerian sides and try to lie that is a government and the Niger government which are doing these things, and entering the negotiation. After negotiation, they will give them the condition that they have to return back the former president Mohamed Bazoum on the chair. If it's not, it will be massacres of those students who will be kidnapped from those other countries, either Nigeria or Benin. So guys, we have to be vigilant. We have to open our eyes. We have to fight for our freedom. And I don't know what is wrong with France. What France looking in our African continent? France, we don't need you. We don't need the European Union. We don't need any things which called colonizers. Guys, please and please. And this is a warning from all African youth. All African youth, we don't need this nonsense. We reject, we say no. No more colonizers. No more colonizers. We don't want. Here we are going in DRC. There is information which are saying that the Uvira, which was overtaken with RDF rebels, from the time they went to sign the agreement with Rwanda and Congo peace agreement in Washington, was on 4th December 2025. So now from 5, 6, 7 until 10, Rwanda, they was capturing the city of Uvira while they was ordered to remove their soldiers from Congo soil. But them, they never cared about removing their soldiers. They progress and take the city of Uvira, which is based on Lake Tanganyika. So before yesterday, the chief commander of those rebels, he wrote a letter to chief of UN Antonio Guterres that they are going to leave the city in the hand of MONUSCO. But until today, it was not confirmed. People who are staying there, they are saying that no, these people are still, they are here, these soldiers still, they are here. The neighboring cities, they said that they see another 30-something trucks which was carrying other soldiers to come and restore in this city of Uvira. So these Rwandese rebels, what they are doing in Congo is unacceptable. And later so on, we have to also challenge these things which is happening in DRC, because it's destabilizing the peace of the region. Or if East African region now, it have no peace, which means even after Congo, everyone knows that Congo is the mother of the continent. Once they take Congo, which means Africa will be taken. So we have to do something so that at least we can liberate ourselves. 5 soldiers, white, maybe these ones are France, because the soldiers who have been chased in Sahel region from Mali, Burkina Faso and Niger, they were sent in Uganda. After Uganda, they come in Rwanda and support these Rwandese rebels in Congo. So 5 of them today, they was captured by Wazalendo, the fighter, the patriotics who are fighting for DRC country. So now they are in the hand of DRC. So now what France is going to say, if these white soldiers 5, they will be confirmed that they are from in France, or if they will be coming from in European countries or American countries, what they are going to say. Because we know that these Rwandese rebels, they are being supported with NATO, America, European Union, Israel. So if it's going to be confirmed that they are from in those countries, what they are going to tell us, which means are the ones we knew already that are the ones who are creating this conflict, are the ones who are sponsoring these Rwandese, are the ones who are sponsoring Museveni, so that they can reach their agenda of conquering our continent. But right now, the secret are coming out. Everyone knows what is going on. So now we have to fight back so that we can keep our freedom. So many Rwandese soldiers were trying to attack in many places of South Kivu in DRC, were neutralized by Wazalendo alliance and their alliance. Guys, to be honest, things which are happening in this our African continent is very terrible, is so painful, and is so scared. Guys, we have to do something as African people, we have to do something without checking where you're coming from, either South Africa, Mozambique, Zimbabwe, Tanzania, I don't know, Nigeria. No. We have, guys, to be one so that we can try to silence these people who are trying to work with this imperialism, so that we can try to silence these people who are trying to keep us in slavery. Guys, thank you so much to be with us. Thank you so much to be with your African Visionaries channel TV. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and hit the button also, like and comment. I hope we will meet in other news of tomorrow, if God willing. Guys, don't forget to share, comment, and hit the button. Subscribe also so that we can make our family bigger. Thank you. Goodbye.